G'day, Tez here. Guess what? I've got a new toy. This is the first flight for EPAC transport. It's still learning how to use the damn thing. It's only my second flight with it, so you have to forgive me. It's pretty rough and I'm still learning how to operate the damn thing. The drone itself is a DJI Mini 2. I'll do a full review once I work out how to use the thing properly. I have to admit, I don't like the quality of the picture of this one. It was a very overcast day though. It was just about raining all the time. So this is the first chance of all week I've actually had a chance where I had time and it wasn't raining when I was unloading or loading. So hence that's why the colour is kind of a bit blur, I suppose you can put it, technical term, blur. But at this point of time I have the drone actually following me automatically, and that's why it's a bit of a smooth picture most of the time. Job itself is we're bringing rubble or white rock and 600mm road base in for a farmer, so he can put a driveway through his paddocks while it's been so wet and muddy, so he can get trucks in and out for harvest. So this me in the road train with the Western Star. The other one's a 650 with a road train. That's the other 60mm road base there. I've got white rock on at the moment. This cornering here is very, very tight. You actually see I've only missed a strainer post at the gate there. It was only millimeters, I just missed it that time. Don't usually like to turn full road trains that tight in an area like that, but that gravel was still a bit loose, a little bit wet, and there was no way around it, so we kind of had to risk it. Hopefully not trying to bend anything up, but we got away with it. I did do a couple dry runs when the trailers was empty, so I had some idea if we're going to make it easily or not. Editing Tez here. I just noticed when I replayed everything, and I haven't got time to change it again. Every time I say rubble, I mean gravel. Sorry, American to Australian, and I'm not American. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I've got no love for the fakeness if you want to play. Now we always try to tip off the dog trailer first, especially when conditions are still a little bit wet and slippery. Just keeps the weight on the prime mover, so the prime mover will not get any wheel slip, and keeps all the weight up the front. If you do it the other way around, it's like having a brick tied to a rope and you just drag it on the ground. It doesn't follow too well, and it just puts all the weight in the wrong spot. And the farmer's got his own tractor and stuff, so he's going to be spreading all the rubble out. We're just contracted to bring it in. We brought it in from 3 different quarries. Some of it was quite a bit of a distance. It was about nearly 4.5 hour turnaround, so a bit of a hike for some of the rubble, and it's just the way it is sometimes. The drone was flying at a fair old height. I did set it up to 40 meters. Just didn't want to hit anything on the first flight, that's all. I don't know what the camera is set up as. It's just whatever the standard was straight out of the box. So I haven't had a chance to play around with that. It's been a bit of a steep learning curve just trying to fly it and get the software up running properly. I've had a bit of an issue there, but I think that's more of a operated error than the DJI fault. I am a bit surprised how stable that drone is. It was a bit of a windy day. I didn't think we'd get any good footage out of it at all. I thought it was going to be pushed around a fair bit, but just looking at it, without looking at the trees and crop beforehand, you wouldn't even know it was a windy day, how well it's just hovering there. I'm very surprised how good this little drone is, considering the weight and the size of the thing. Everyone keeps telling me you need a bigger drone to have a good steady footage and not get blown around, but this little thing is doing quite well. Like I said, I'm very surprised how well it handles the wind. This here is all freehand. Yeah, that gets a bit sketchy from now on. I basically pulled up and started to take footage of the other truck. He turned up right time or bad time, wrong time. It's up to him to make that decision. So this is Jaden in the one of the old 650s, and he's going to do the same thing. He's going to swing around. The old 650 actually got a better turning circle than the Western Star, and believe it or not, that 650's got the same motor and gearbox and running gear as my Western Star. The only difference between the two is when you first buy it is if you like Western Star badges or you like Kenworth badges. And the price, I imagine the price would have been a fair bit difference between the two. So Jaden be setting up his dog trailer here to tip out down one end. We're just coming in last. We just filling in the gap where we're turning around a little bit, so the farmer didn't have to drag it so far away. Then we'll top up along the edge there a bit further on. As you can see, there's pretty big rocks in that white gravel. This white gravel is unprocessed, so it hasn't gone through a crusher or anything or sorted out. So it's basically just been dug up and tipped straight to a truck. That's how the farmer wanted it, so that's what we brought along. It's just cheaper gravel. If you don't mind getting big rocks out or crushing them up yourself, it's a good way to get some road base in. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for staying to the end if you made it this far, and can please everyone be safe on the roads, take good care of each other, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.